Hey guys, it's TSL here back with a brand new video. In today's video, we will be adding dev products in the dev products shop to our game like Superpower Training Simulator. Now this will be a, once again, pretty easy video. It'll be very easy to follow along, and I hope you enjoyed. So if you don't already know, dev products are those things that you can buy multiple times in games. And for games like Superpower Training Simulator, basically you'll be able to buy like the currency. So like in like any simulator actually, for example, in this game, you'll buy like coins, and yeah, you can buy them as many times as you want. That's a dev product, and yeah. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into this video. So the first thing you're going to want to do is go ahead and open up your shop or make one if you don't have one. Like I showed you guys last video, I already have a shop. Now, on that note, make sure you guys checked out last video, as it is a good one and an important one where we make game passes. Alright, so after you have your frame open, you're going to want to go into your buttons, and you're going to need a local script. Okay, so in your local script, what you're going to need first is a marketplace service variable and a game:getService players variable. Then we're going to need a function, but first we will need the product ID. And we will get this product ID in a few seconds or a few minutes. I'll show you how to do that. Then we'll need the function to prompt the purchase, and then the local player, and then finally we will prompt the purchase to the player with the product ID. Okay, so now to get the product ID, go over to your home tab and game settings. Your game has to be published, I'm pretty sure, for this, and you have to have the allow third-party sales on. So then you go into monetization and go down to where it says developer products, click on create, and over here you probably have to like do some scroll thing like that, and now click this button, click edit, and you can edit the name. So this one will say 5k coins, and the price will be how about 89 Robux. Alright, so there we go. Now we have our 5k coins ID, so let's go ahead to our monetization tab and check this out. So now you see we have our ID here. Copy ID to clipboard now, and then we can X this out, and we can go back into our local script and place our ID here. Okay, now this doesn't actually do anything yet, but before we can make it do stuff, what we're going to do is just copy this script and put it everywhere and just change the product IDs. So I'll be right back when I do that. Okay, so I just finished replacing all the IDs in my script, and I'll go ahead and show you the prices real quick right now. So for 5k coins, I changed it to 19, 25k coins, 89, 75k coins, 249, 250k coins, 829, 500k coins, 1,649, and for the 1 million coins, 3,199. I'm probably gonna change these in my game. I'm not sure yet, but these are the current prices for the Superpower Fighting Simulator of the exact same. So that's why I did that for now. Okay, so now what we're going to have to do is start handling these purchases. So what we're going to need is a script inside a server script service, and we'll call this purchase or dev product handler. Okay guys, so in the script, the first thing we're going to need is a few variables. So we're going to need the marketplace service, the data store service, and the players. So we're going to set up a data store for purchase history called purchase history, and we will need a table that is called product functions. This table setup contains product IDs and functions for handling the purchases. Alright, so the next thing you'll need is a function to handle. Basically, what you're going to want to do is pass in the ID at your to the product functions. So at that index, you want to have a function, and that takes in a receipt in the player. Next, you want to set up your variables for your coins and total coins. Make sure they exist, and then award them the amount of coins. And then finally, in that function, you'll just need to return true, and this will indicate a successful purchase. Okay, so now here comes the most important part. we need to next set up a core process receipt callback function, and this takes in a receipt info. And then the next thing we have to do is in that function we have to determine if the product was already granted by checking the data store. So you see here we get the player product key using the receipt info's player ID with the underscore and the receipt info purchase ID. Then we want to make a purchase variable which will start as false. We'll set up a pcall function that gives us a success or error message, and inside of the pcall we make our purchase variable equal to purchase history get async with this. So that means we're checking if we find. We're basically going to set this to true if we find this value in the data store, and false if we don't find it. Next thing we need to check, so if the purchase was recorded, the product was already granted. So if success and purchased, then we just return enum.productPurchaseDecision.purchase granted. If it was not successful, then we give an error and a data store error, and we put the error message. Okay, so the next thing we do is find the player who made the purchase in the server. So we go to the players and we get the player by their user ID, and their user ID is stored in the receipt info, so we do receipt info.player ID. If we do not find the player, then that means that they probably left the game, and if they come back, the callback will be called again. So we must return enum.productPurchaseDecision.notProcessedYet. The next thing, we need to look up a handler function from product functions table, and then we need to call the handler function and catch any errors. So once again we will revert to a pcall, and this will take in handler, receipt info, and player. If it was not successful or there was no result, then we warn that an error occurred while processing a product purchase, because we don't know which one it is until we print on a new line the product ID to the receipt info product ID and the player who made the purchase, or the player. And then we return enum.productPurchaseDecision.notProcessedYet once again. The next thing we do is we record a transaction in the data store so it isn't granted again. So we once again set up a success and error message pcall function that just basically it sets the data store with the players, the new product key, and true. And then if it was not successful, then we error, cannot save purchase data, and we give the error message. Okay, so the last thing we have to do in this function is tell Roblox that the game successfully handled the purchase. So by that we do return enum.productPurchaseDecision.purchase granted. This is important. Okay, and the very last thing we have to do is set the callback marketplaceService.processReceipt is equal to process receipt. And it says that this can only be done once by one script on the server. Okay guys, so let's try to buy this and let's see how it works. So if we go ahead and just save quickly, I've only set it up for the 5,000 coins one, so let's see. Okay, so we click on this. Button and nothing happens, because in our scripts what we forgot to do is actually do a script.parent.mouse button one click :connect function and then prompt, or just :connect prompt purchase. So we'll have to add this in all of our scripts. Didn't mean to cut that. So let's just go ahead and add that to all of our scripts. Okay, so now that we added that to all of our scripts, let's go in and test this. Okay, so would you like to buy 5 coins for 19 Robux, and this is a test purchase, your account will not be charged. Okay, 19 Robux. Here we go, and we were awarded our 5,000 coins, just like we were supposed to. So as you saw, that worked perfectly. So now, if you want, let's say we want to do the other ones, we actually should keep this open. So the next one is 25k coins. So let's go in here and grab that ID. So we'll do product functions at this, and basically now we can just copy that, paste that, and then we'll just need to say 25,000 and 25,000. Okay, so that should be that. Let's just add in another comment above this one, so we know that this is for 25k, and we could just put 5k here. Okay, so now we'll do that for everyone, and I'll come back to you when I'm done with that. Okay, so I just finished adding all of the IDs, and let's make sure I added them right. So let's go over to play, wait for it to load, and here we go. So 5k coins, click it, same thing. Okay, so we got our 5k coins. Let's do 25k now. Would you like to buy 25k coins? 89 Robux. Yes, I would. And now we got 25k coins. Plus 75k. Would you like to buy 75k coins for 249? Yes. 250 for 829. Sure. Okay, now this is going to be a big one. So we should have in the 800,000. So if we click here and wait for that. Okay, 856,660. And now for 1 million coins, we need 3,199 Robux. So it should basically just add a 1 in front of the 8. There we go. We have over 1 million coins, and all of our dev products work. Now, this is not the actual place of my game. This is just for the videos. I've transferred everything in a new place where I have all the abbreviations. So I'm not even going to worry about that in this tutorial. If you guys want to know how to make the UI have those abbreviations, so it doesn't just have like those humongous numbers and say like something like 1 mil or something like that, I have a whole nother video on that, so you can click the card right up in the top right and it will take you to that video. Anyways guys, thank you guys for watching this video. I really hope this helped you out, and I hope this gave you a better understanding of dev products and how to handle them. Now, anyways guys, that being said, please remember to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Most of you guys that watch my videos are not subscribed, and it really helps me out and keeps me motivated. Also, make sure you turn on post notifications so you never miss out on a brand new video. Now, this series will be coming to an end in a few episodes. We still have a few more left, but I'm really thankful for you guys that have stuck with me throughout the whole series. I know it's a humongous series with like 40 episodes almost, but it's a good one. I haven't seen anybody else try to attempt this series on YouTube. So yeah. Anyways guys, thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.